Yes, you're in a good spot. You've found the podcast. You've done some searching, so credit for you, and I would just assume and hope that you're in the right place.
Well, as we'd like to call it in the business, the potty.
The potty.
Don't we?
Okay, yeah, we do. Hey, we got to speak to Channel 7's David Woiwood. He gave us a little Superbowl preview. And what I didn't know is that you've got a nice little strong link to David Woiwood because you're both nerds.
We
talk
both
about your glasses.
We
I'm just
both
kidding.
wear glasses. It
Yes.
doesn't make me a nerd.
David Woiwood makes him look sexy.
Yeah.
And look, you're doing a good job yourself, Jodes. That was a compliment.
Was it though?
It was a compliment.
Was it?
I promise.
Invisalign face, was it?
You're so not used to compliments from me.
No.
That you're like, something's going on here.
No,
There's a punchline.
I can never work it out. It's like a Scheisenberger.
Yeah.
Even when you say something nice, I think, oh God.
Yep, what's coming?
There's the bun.
No.
Where's the shit sandwich?
Sorry for giving you a compliment. I'll go back to the latter instead. Are you schnitting me? We had a good go of that this morning.
Yeah, 2 stories. You just have to guess which one's a lie and which one's the truth. Pretty basic, really. Yet people get it wrong.
Yeah. Out of Oddy Experience as well. You were at a winery for the first time.
I've never been to one before. They're good. They're good fun, aren't they?
They're good fun until you absolutely ruin the day by assuming things that aren't there to be assumed.
Well, when a couple disappear into the vineyards for 45 minutes, you assume that they're not coming back, don't you? That's what everyone does.
Yeah, so you channel your inner Karen, do you?
Yeah, I Karen'd it up.
Okay, looking forward to that. And we really analyse the first commitment ceremony from MAFS.
Oh, it has to be done.
It's Jodie and Hayesy. Welcome aboard.
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen. This is huge. Jodies Juice.
Yes, I'll get to Juice in just a moment. Something's just happened on my little mobile phone where I've got a friendship request from someone, and I'll tell you at the end of Juice.
Oh, is it Jordan Mailata?
No.
Because he should be preparing for a Super Bowl.
It's not. What about the Super Bowl? Who's playing again?
Sean, who's playing? Producer Sean? Rihanna.
Rihanna.
The Philly Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs.
But let's be honest, most of us are just hanging for lunchtime when the halftime entertainment. Rihanna back on stage for the first time in 4 years.
It is a banger, isn't it? This is one of those songs where when it's done acoustically, it's one of the great songs.
Really?
Yeah, pop music is really, really cool sometimes when it's stripped right back.
Okay. You're saying when you do it acoustically? Is that what you're saying?
No, when anyone else does it
Right,
acoustically.
okay. She has had a spell on the sidelines for about 4 years. They reckon this is going to be career-defining for Rihanna. 17 minutes, half-time. We're expecting a guest appearance from either Daysey, Calvin Harris, or her partner, A$AP Rocky. Are you familiar with A$AP's work?
Yeah, I think his full name is As Soon As Possible Rocky. But just to save time, he calls himself A$AP. So, yeah, shout out if you've got some of As Soon As Possible's music.
Sorry. Oh, God. Pink has revealed she's looking into applying for her Aussie citizenship and moving her family down under.
Last year, I was thinking about applying for citizenship. I'm not even joking.
You should. You're practically an Aussie.
I was like, if we're going somewhere, Carrie, we're going. He's like, yep, that's where we're going if we're going somewhere. So I was kind of looking into it.
Jump on board, Pink. Wouldn't we love to have her?
Yeah, but she'd go to Byron.
Oh, she
You know what I
probably
mean?
would too.
They all go there.
Maybe she'd flip the script and next minute she's at Mawson Lake. No one saw that coming, did they? Hey, by the way, stick around, producer Sean, because we've got pink tickets to give away, okay?
Oh, God. Oh, you're on fire this morning. Harry Styles has swept the 43rd Annual Brit Awards. He took home all 4 awards that he was nominated for, and he was very grateful in his acceptance speech.
I want to thank my mum for signing me up for X Factor without telling me. So I literally wouldn't be here without you. I want to thank Niall, Louis, Liam and Zane because I wouldn't be here without you either. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's really nice.
That's nice, isn't
And what
it?
about his mum? I'd sign him out without even him knowing.
Who knew?
move,
Now,
mate.
I teased this relationship split. It looks like Machine Gun Kelly, probably not his real name any more than it As Soon As Possible.
Hello, machine speaking. I have a machine gun.
It appears that he's split with girlfriend Megan Fox. So she wrote on her Instagram, what did she write? I can taste the dishonesty. It's on your breath.
Don't they share blood and stuff though as well?
Oh, no.
Is she confusing dishonesty with blood?
I don't know.
Really quite a gross out there couple.
And just before we go, guess who just followed me on Instagram? John Aiken from MAFS.
I'll check my Instagram.
Oh, yeah, go
I
on
thought we
then.
had a special connection. This could really, really break my mood. It is Super Bowl. Oh, yeah. Go them Chiefs. Super Bowl 57 in Phoenix. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles taking on Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs. State Farm Stadium. Oh, it's Super Bowl Monday.
This is Channel 7 sports reporter Andrew Hayes' favourite day of the year. Is it not?
Oh, geez, it's really up there. The pinnacle of sport. And let's bring in a man on the ground, Channel 7 US correspondent David Woiwood, who comes to us live from State Farm Stadium. David, good morning to you, or good afternoon over there. But firstly, geez, perks of the job.
Oh, can you believe it? I keep saying to everyone, that's why you should do the rosters at work. You get the pick of the job here. And I'm not just at Glendale Stadium. How's this? I'm actually on the turf at the moment. I'm actually standing on the grass. I'm about 2 steps away from the Chiefs scoring end there. There's nothing between me and Super Bowl glory at the moment. I can just about run on.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, we were having the discussion, David, who's going to this thing? Because the cheapest ticket is up around $6,000 and the average is around $9,000 for a ticket to the Super Bowl. So who gets to go?
Die-hard fans is the simple answer. And look, there's no shortage of them either. They've just opened the gates here in the last half hour or so. So those fans are slowly starting to filter in. Look, there's lots of families. They will throw absolutely everything at this, such as their love for their teams in this sport. So, yes, it looks like a barrier, a real hurdle, a $10,000 ticket. I don't know if many Australians would really jump at that. You'd have to be dead set keen on your team, but there is no shortage of people. How's this? 1 million people have just flown into Phoenix for this weekend, whether or not they're going to the game. The stadium itself can only hold around 65,000 people. So by Australian standards, like if you compare that to the MCG and others, it is down on a lot of those stadiums. So people just want to be here. They just want to be part of it, and they're showing their colours. That is for sure. Heaps of Eagles fans here at the moment. They are absolutely pumped.
Geez, it's been a good week for Phoenix. Just to sidetrack a little bit, they're hosting the Super Bowl and they've landed Kevin Durant, so you'd be happy to be in Arizona at the minute.
Yeah, and they've also got the Waste Management golf tournament on at the moment as well. So it's absolutely pumping. I don't know if you've seen any pictures from that, but that's a very funny game to watch if you do some Googling.
That's outrageous. Rihanna is performing at halftime. A big performance for her. She hasn't performed in about 4 years. What way to re-enter the live performance arena than at the Super Bowl? That's extraordinary.
I mean, no pressure.
Yeah.
I know. Wouldn't you be feeling the pressure at the moment, wouldn't you? She hasn't, as you say, performed in 4 years. She hasn't released new music since 2016. So there's a lot riding on this. Look, she was out earlier in the week. She looked all pretty cool, calm and collected about it all. Her organisers and her team are saying that this will be a career-defining performance. So we'll have to wait and see. We don't know if she'll have any special guests. There's been rumours that perhaps Drake or Jay-Z could get involved. None of that is confirmed at the moment. I went to the Super Bowl a couple of years back when The Weeknd played, he had a stage built into the stadium, if that makes sense. This time, we're standing on the field. There's no hint that there's going to be a concert at any point today. So we have no idea what she has in store.
Hey, David, I mean, it's probably easy for us to have an unbiased opinion, just sort of go for whoever you want to, but I think a lot of Aussies now have a soft spot for the Philly Eagles, given there's 2 Aussies on board.
I mean, I think it'd be pretty un-Australian not to go for the Eagles today. Yeah, there's 2 Aussies on board. We've got Jordan Mailata, and this is just a beautiful, beautiful story. He played lower-level junior NRL. Look, he didn't quite make it for various reasons, so he decided to try his hand at the NFL. And now, that was only a few years ago that he was drafted back in 2018, and he just recently signed a 4-year, $90 million contract extension. So it certainly worked out well for him. He didn't even know what the Super Bowl was until Beyonce actually played at the 2013 Super Bowl. So he's very new to it, and he is about to make history. And then we also have Aaron Sifos. He's the Melbourne-born boy. He actually played about 28 games for the Saints in the AFL before coming over here as a punter, a bit of a well-worn path for many big Aussie kickers as well. So He was called up off the injury list yesterday. There'd been a little bit of a cloud over his condition, but he's been named in the squad as well. So, yeah, 2 Aussies ready to go. A bit of a Super Bowl double act here today.
David, do you have a tip for us before we let you go?
It would have to be the Eagles. I'm going for the Eagles. I think it'd be un-Australian. I've met the teams as in the Mailata and the Superbowl families, and they're absolutely pumped. They are beautiful people, and yeah, right behind them today.
And David, just as a side note, I've been launching a case at Channel 10 to be able to wear my glasses on camera because I keep going, look at how good David Woiwood looks in glasses. So thanks for helping me.
Don't listen to the naysayers is my advice. Just keep going. Keep going.
Hey, mate, we appreciate your time and have fun. Hopefully we'll check in again with you really soon.
Oh, thanks, guys. Have a great day.
David Woiwood joining us there. Don't forget as well, Super Bowl coverage live from 9:30 this morning on Channel 7. And just get those hot dogs in.
Are you going to watch it?
Oh, sure. Just every second.
Book for Holiday U this summer.
Because Aussies act a little different on holiday. More daring, relaxed, and sometimes a bit more fancy.
And What If has all kinds of accommodation to suit your style.
Book your next getaway on the What If app. What If it's Aussie for travel.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hayesy on Miss Daysey.
Monday the 13th of Feb. Let's take a little trip down memory lane and let's start with this day being very, very significant for those in the industry. It's World Radio Day today.
Oh, that's exciting for us, but no one else.
Radio.
Stuff. Make some good radio, guys.
Okay. 1972, Led Zeppelin were forced to cancel a concert in Singapore when they were not allowed to leave the plane because of their hair length. Isn't that amazing?
Come on, isn't that extraordinary?
Oh, jeez. And you just think of Jessie from MAFS. You think, for goodness sake, Jessie, get a bit of a haircut. Particularly those who have long hair sort of down to their shoulders and they're receding. They're on their way to baldness.
Yes, yeah.
You've got to start thinking about a shortcut.
But the injustice of that is horrible because you've got so much hair, just none of it on top of your head.
You know, it's going to take so long to grow back.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's people in Singapore would love it. Anyway, if you've got a top knot, have a look at yourself in the mirror. Shave it off, please. 1974, Robbie Williams was born in Staffordshire, England. Today's his 49th birthday. Robbie will be in Adelaide in the Adelaide 500 later this year.
Did you say Staffordshire?
I said Staffordshire.
No, I don't think you did.
Which one is it?
Staffordshire.
Worcestershire? Worcestershire. Worcestershire sauce.
I'll let you sort that out yourself.
49 years old and he's still as cool as ever. Usually when you hit your 40s and particularly when you progress to your 50s, your coolness really deteriorates. Robbie Williams, still top shelf.
Oh, God. You'd still give him money.
That's not what I was thinking. But yes. 2022, the Super Bowl 56 halftime show featured hip-hop legends Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige, Eminem and 50 Cent.
It's the one and only people representing.
Whoa.
So Snoop Dogg and Dre and Eminem, all those guys back in the day, in their prime, which was early 2000s.
Yeah.
And here we are, me and my mate, just thinking that we're genuine little gangsters.
Yes, I know.
And they're proper, gangsters rapping about stuff that a lot of these words, which are quite heavy, we haven't even heard of.
And what about Eminem as a role model for all the young white kids?
Yeah.
You're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, geez, I'd like to go to Detroit and visit 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Don't know that you do.
No, you don't.
Anyway, number one song in 2016.
What was it?
On this day, Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. There's something in that.
What? This song slaps.
It does slap, and there's something in it. It's our theme for today.
'Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh baby, you should go and love yourself.
Are you schnitting me? One truth, one lie, and the winner, or if someone gets through and tells us who's telling a little porky pie,
Yep.
we'll get themselves along to Schnit House.
Yeah, $100 voucher on the line here. So, do you want to go first or do you want me to?
Oh, look, ladies first. I've always said that.
Okay. Well, I've just been reading, quite sadly, all the Shane Warne stuff this morning because all the details of his cause of death have been released and obviously the stuff in his will and everything, and it reminded me of the time I went to Shane's house.
Really?
In Melbourne, yeah.
Okay, well, if this is the truth, give us some solid details. What was the house like? What was there? Who was there?
Had all the team over, all the cricket team.
Yep.
And also Sam Newman was there. I remember that very vividly. He had a number 23 in his swimming pool. all tiled in to the bottom of his swimming pool.
That's cool.
And the other thing I remember is he had a theatre room, so we all packed in there and watched a movie, and he also had his own solarium.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I've always dreamed about doing that.
Yeah. And he was complaining about how his wife at the time, he had to get a babysitter just so she could get her hair done for 3 hours.
Oh, look, it all sounds believable.
Well, I did speak to Sam there at the time, and then I ran into Sam a couple of months ago, and he goes, "I've met you before." I said, "Yeah, I've met you before." He goes, "Did I marry you?" No, Sam, you didn't.
Classic.
So there you go.
Okay, look, that's a very, very believable story with really, really infinite details.
Yeah.
So well done.
So what do you got?
You liar. Okay, so I caught up with a mate the other day from school.
Yeah.
And we started talking about the good old days.
Oh, yeah.
And he reminded me of an incident in 2003 when I was at schoolies.
Mm.
And so I was in New South Wales, and you go to schoolies on the Gold Coast there.
Yes, you
and
do.
It's not this little warm-up festival they call it, Victor Harbour. Oh, we'll just go down for a couple of days. No. It's a 5-day event.
Yes.
And things are different when you're 18. You really, really set yourself up and go pretty hard each and every day.
Yeah.
I reckon it's about day 3.
Yep.
And there was an incident where we were sort of 2 stories up on a balcony, and I don't know what was consumed, but there was too much of it, and I might have fallen off the balcony, and I landed dead set on my side, and I have no idea how, but I landed sort of like on my elbow, on my shoulder, and I might have sort of half cracked my collarbone, but no major injuries.
Right.
And I literally got up, dusted myself off, and no doubt responsibly drank a couple of Guava Cruises and then went on.
It wasn't. This is incorrect because Guava Cruises wouldn't have been around then. It would have been your West Coast cooler.
It was something with an absolute you-know-what load of sugar in it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, 13, 24, 10. Which of those stories is true? Which is false? A $100 Schnithouse voucher on the line. Shane from Huntfield Heights. Good morning.
G'day, guys. How you going?
Yeah, we're going real well. How are you going?
I'm a bit nervous, to be honest with you.
Are you? You'll be okay.
Yeah.
We'll walk you through it. Two stories, a $100 Schnithouse voucher on the line here. Who's telling the truth and who's telling porky pies?
I reckon you're great at telling stories, Jode. So I reckon you're telling a porky pie, and who doesn't fall off a balcony at schoolies? So.
That's a good point.
It makes sense, doesn't it?
Good point.
It makes sense. Oh, I don't want to press this button, Shane, but I have to.
Well.
Oh, shame.
Win some, lose some.
Yeah, and now I feel like I'm the loser for not getting loose and not falling off the balcony because it's something you're supposed to.
That is something stupid that you would do, though. No question about that. Sorry, Shane.
Yeah, it was actually my mates that did that, so I'm reciting the story of somebody else, but put myself in that position.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
So there you go.
So crafty.
We're not schnitting you. Schnithouse Australia serves the best schnitzels made fresh daily with authentic golden classic or celiac-friendly breadcrumbs. Hilton Golden Grove and O'Halloran Hill.
Coming up after 8 o'clock, a bit going on in Juice, Hayesy. There's a lot going on. There's a bit of NFL action. There's also a breakup. And there is a local sign that's up for grabs as well that you would want to get your hands on.
Oh, my goodness, yes. We'll run it past our boss, Vegan Boss Ben, and see if we can just push the budget up to about 35 grand.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Yes, Joe's first commitment ceremony done and dusted. And can I just say that John Aiken is a saint. Didn't we have fun with him on Friday?
You didn't leave him alone for about an hour and a half,
It was
man.
mutual, I feel like.
No, I don't know.
You sure?
Nah.
Oh, anyway. I mean, I would go to hell for that man. Anyway, let's get back on track.
Well, your boy John last night had a little bit to say to Jesse. Jesse's in this situation where, I don't know, he thinks his wife's hooking up with someone else. Who would have thought on this show? Anyway, this is what he had to say on Jesse's jealousy.
Something that really does stand out tonight, when you were getting jealous, when you were getting elevated about the Adam situation and what had happened between Claire and him, you showed us that you actually cared. You have feelings for her.
Whoa, geez, there's a bit to unpack in that, isn't there?
Okay, well, producer Zoe has some very stern thoughts on it.
Don't even get me started. I was outraged on the couch last night listening to that. I thought that was just one of the most horrific things I've heard on that show, and you hear a lot. So.
Well, it smacks of, it's like the boy in the playground. If he's mean to you and if he punches you in the arm, that's okay because he likes you.
It means he likes you, so just put up with it because he likes you.
Sounds like you girls are a little bit jealous.
No, it's quite seriously, it's a bit of a dangerous sentiment, isn't it? To be telling girls it's okay for men to be mean to you. It just really reeks of the fact that they're all over you. You know what I mean?
My mind went to someone who might be struggling with that at home, and then they justify it with something that John said on MAFS, you know? It seems dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
But if John on MAFS is your go-to guru, then you've got to have a good hard look at yourself, don't you?
You do. There is nothing in this situation that I can say except for I agree with you both. I save myself.
John also had a bit of a crack last night about a situation whereby two of the boys admitted that they were having sexual relations with their exes right before they came on the show. And this is what John had to say about that.
Well, look, I've got to call out some behaviour, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Okay, I've heard some things sitting on this couch, but what I'm hearing from you, Shannon, and also I'll include you in this, Harrison, where two guys have applied for an experiment that over 10,000 people put their hands up for, and a week before coming in, you're hanging out with an ex. That is unacceptable. Now, if you told us that, I'd tell you what our answer would have been.
Yeah.
Not a chance. You're not coming on this experiment because we're only interested in single people that are looking for love.
Yeah.
It's selfish behaviour. It is disrespectful.
Get him, John.
It is beyond belief that we're sitting in an experiment where we're matching people who are with other women before the experiment starts.
Oh, my God. That takes me back to my school days.
What do you mean?
That's a speech that I used to get from teachers.
Really?
And it is the definition of I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed, which absolutely is just a dagger in the soul.
And also, how very dare you bring into disrepute the reputation of Married at First Sight, the show where two strangers come together and get married the first time they see each other.
This is a wholesome product. You are doing it a genuine disservice. We're trying to match people up.
But having said all that, go John.
Love you, John.
Out-of-body experience.
What the Oddy Experience?
Out-of-body experience.
So, in short, an out-of-body experience or out-of-Oddy experience is just a little piece of randomness that just keeps on happening to you for some reason. Like you've been selected by the random gods and they're just having fun with you, playing you like a puppet.
So I don't know if the universe messes with me or I create these situations by myself. This one, I'm going to say I created this situation by myself. So the family and I and our extended family went to Paxton Wines on the weekend. They have a thing on a Sunday where they just have a live band and they have a pizza little, what's that thing called? Truck. Thanks for rhymes with, oh yeah, thanks. So they have a little pizza truck and the kids can run around and it's dog friendly and it's good family fun. Anyway, so there were two people sitting in front of us and they had their little picnic rug out and then they just got up and walked off. And left all their, like, half a bottle of wine, all their glasses, like their leftover pizza. They just left it. And I'm like, oh, that is simply the rudest thing I've ever seen. So after about 45 minutes, they hadn't come back. And I was like, they've gone. How disgusting that you come to a winery and eat and drink and then just get up and leave all your rubbish there. So I, being me, got up and started clearing everything away. So I've got all their pizza boxes.
Just relax. We're just trying to enjoy some vino.
Chucked it in the bin. And there was, so as I said, there was half a bottle of wine there. I was like, oh, should I? Could I? I mean, if they're not going to drink it.
The thought crosses your mind always, doesn't it?
Crossed my mind.
Oh, geez, I'd do this if I wasn't judged so harshly by the rest of my family.
My family, Greg was like, do not touch that bottle of wine. Stop raccooning, all right?
I wasn't going to. I was
never
trying to test you.
Never going to. Anyway, so in my half, I've packed everything away, and then we're sitting there, and guess what? They came back.
Did you stick around for their reaction?
No, their reaction was to go up to the front desk and go, where did all our stuff go?
Jodie.
Like, where on earth did our stuff go? And I'm that person who's sitting there with my family, horrified, going, start the game!
A big show coming up tomorrow as well.
Well, we've got a huge show. Callum Hand's going to join us in the studio. We're going to talk sexy foods for Valentine's Day.
And what you potentially shouldn't eat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conversely, how it could all go horribly wrong.
Yes, absolutely.
And we're going to write some love letters to our own partners.
I'm not really good in this space. Can I be
you're
completely
not.
honest?
No, you can be honest. Words, English, writing, journalism, all above your head.
Yeah, but in particular, just tapping into my inner emotions.
Yes, true.
You kind of just, as a bloke, kind of just sort of shut down when that happens. But so this could be interesting.
Can I just ask if I can check yours before you read it out on air, please?
Yes. I would ask you as well. Can you please check mine before I read it out on air?
Absolutely. Harry Styles and Pink tickets are on the line tomorrow as well.
All right, listen out for a Harry Styles song to get yourself on a standby list. Maddie Rowe's going to take you through Workday. Catch you tomorrow.